something.
Please, Margaret.
Thank you, Mr. Dean, for recognizing what the Philippines has been doing years back or maybe a decade ago. But I would like to inform you that even at this point in time, that now it's the 21st century, we have universities even in the rural areas that can already compete globally. In fact, for rural areas, universities is at the rural areas, they are now producing top-notch medical doctors, engineers, lawyers, of course, the teachers. In the Philippines, we do prepare our teachers for 4 years. It's a 4-year long course. And at the first half of that 4 years, they do have the experiential learning, which were in 10 years ago or during my time in the early 90s when I was in college. Experiential learning is done at the second semester of the last year of the course. So that means on the 4th year. But this time the curriculum has changed in 2015. This is for teachers, for the preparation of teachers. They now start the experiential learning in public schools and in private schools as early as in their second year, first semester, for them to see whether teaching is for them or not. Because we have come to realize as policymakers, by the way, I work with the Ministry of Education with basic education now, and but 5 years ago, I was with the Commission on Higher Education or the Ministry of Higher Education, where I worked for 13 years. And transferring to the basic education, it made me realize that there should really be a continuous bridging between the basic ed to that of the higher education, because what a higher education produce, we make use. Is a short way of saying their products as teachers are our teachers in the government schools and in the private schools. And it's like going back to the first part of the discussion earlier, the role of the family before the formal schooling. Dr. Segarica has mentioned and has emphasized the contribution of the families as well as Marina. And I think this is one thing, Ma'am Taz, I would suggest as also
To have a Zoom account will be a good investment actually. Otherwise, every time, this.
Please, Margaret, continue.
Yeah, and having worked or have our now with my work as the director for the international affairs of the ministry, I have seen how ministries of education around the globe are focusing not so much on the higher ed but basic ed, basic education. Looking at the education system in Finland, in Denmark, and of course in Japan, in Slovenia, and also yours in Bangladesh or even in India. India has a new how you call that, your NAP, your national education policy, and I have been reading the other night, and really we have come to realize as policymakers, even you guys as teachers, we have seen in a closer lens, using a magnifying lens, I should say, that indeed there's a need for us to some kind of reprogramming or some kind of re-engineering the curriculum, putting more emphasis on the teaching of on how to be human. The humanity side of an individual is really one thing that not only for exploration, not only for experimentation, but it's really one thing that every education curriculum should try to really strengthen and put emphasis on what the value of life really means.
Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you very much, and it's nice talking to you all.
Thank you, Margaret.
And I would like to ask permission to leave because it's almost midnight here in the Philippines, and I still have a 7:30 meeting tomorrow morning with my superiors. So thank you, Ma'am Tas,
Thank you. Thank
and to
you.
the other members of this evening
Thank
on
you,
our
sincerely,
side.
Margaret, for
Morning.
joining us. And thanks
Thank
to
you.
thank-
Thank
Uh,
you.
in this stage, I would like to Sagorika.
Yeah.
Please, just I have the questions. We know that the relationships between teacher and student is a major requirement for the community of learning. But my question here is, how much does it apply to family and community? Please explain.
Oh yes, it's a very important part for every school to engage with the community also. Like for example, festivals that you have, it's always good to have the community participate in festival, because always it's a cooperative learning. You call it a cooperative learning between the community and the school. So the accountability, the moment you engage the community also becomes accountable towards the learning of the children. It's very important. You know, we can't be working in silos. We just can't be working independently in silos that, okay, it is my school, I'm going to be running. No, involvement of community is very important. And that's why the International Baccalaureate and the Cambridge University also stresses a lot in community programs happening in school. Like for example, there could be a day where some people from the community come and cook food for the children in school. It could be a good cooking day. Then so that is a way of engaging. It could be a festival which the community is celebrating with the children. You can have street plays if the children want to drive a matter, like for example, child unemployment, I mean, sorry, unemployment, maybe child labor. If they want to drive some topics like child labor, save water, gender bias, okay, so these topics, they can always have role plays, or they can have street plays with the community. So what is happening, that the children are also equally engaging with the community, and the community also is coming ahead and engaging with the children. And of course, learning becomes very, very, very robust when it's always a give and take process. Always the process of learning and teaching has to be a give and take process. As you said, the relationship between a child and a teacher has to be there equally. The relationship between the school and the community has to be there. We have to maintain what should I say? We have to maintain that balance. The balance is very, very, very important.
Thank you, Sagorika.
Yeah.
Just in this stage, I would like to, Shamsuddin sir, just last questions. We know that the children first school is his own family. Talukdar sir. Talukdar sir.
To unmute. Okay, hi, I'm listening.
Okay. We know that the child first school is his own family. But he comes to the school to acquire detailed knowledge. My question here is whether the child will receive human, moral, and social education only from the family, or a combination of both. If it is a combination of both, how successful it is in maintaining the quality of education? Please explain it, sir.
That's good. That's good. Every people, those who are here, they all mention that humanitarian background is very important. If a people is not for other people, then we don't need those sort of people. Very simple. And it should be grown from the environment. School is one sort of environment, family is one sort of environment. So with the combination of both, already Shagorika ma'am mentioned, when the school organize programs, where the parents and community people were invited. Then they start to talk with one another. Then really a good combination were there, and the people became more soft to the children. Okay, they are doing a lot of good things. Why should we not support? And in school, while the program is happening, the children automatically learn how to behave with other people, how to obey parents and elderly people, how to be affectionate to their younger. And without these characteristics, no education is a complete education. Try to understand. Now, the thing is that family, from the very beginning in the home, the family member should never tell a lie. If in a family, the family member tell a lie, children start to speak in a wrong way. In a family, they should not shout it with one another. Maybe in my conjugal life, sometime I became very angry with my wife for several reasons. Maybe that was not right, but I should not shout in front of my children. I will tell her separately, it might not like this, you can do it in that way, we might be do some argue, but that argue should not be go in front of my children. You just think, in some cases I saw parents is inside the home, he is telling to his children, okay, you just tell him my father is not in home. So how the children will learn it? And at the same time, in the community, when people start to make a good behavior with the children, they will learn the good behavior. And even in school, you know, in our country, two things has already happened. One teacher beat a children in such a way, the children bounded to go to the hospital. This is very bad. It's very bad. Sometimes this is very rare, but sometimes still now this is happening. And even, you know, many people are suffering with mental illness because when parents and teacher both are giving a lot of pressure without understanding children behavior. So the children, maybe he is very good in a lower class, but due to getting a lot of pressure in upper class, he is not going to join in any classes. So this is very important. Moral characteristics is one of the highest priority, where the people will learn it, where the people will exercise it. Because why there is a religious? At the beginning, I told about it. The one and fundamental thing is that every people should help other people and the creature. That's the reason there is a religious. There is no religious where the religious say you kill a people, you destroy the environment, you don't help the poor people or the people who need it. So in home, we will start a program where parents will make a good behavior. For that, we will make a arrangement of a parent meeting, maybe in webinar or in maybe a small town, how to behave with the children. And school teacher will make their own arrangement to make a good behavior with the children. In that way, the earth will be more peaceful planet where people can live together. Thank you, Mamatas.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Nazmul sir, are you there? Hello, Nazmul sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'm there. Yeah.
If you want to say something about our program, please carry on.
Thank you so much. I'm attend this program. This is very nice program. We learn more and more about about our teacher and educator. They suggest many important things. Those who are very useful for every teacher know there's these rules and regulation, because we only to teach our student, but we cannot follow the rules of our student. How can we our student to motivate, and they will be follow with the teacher rules and their respect their mother, respect their family, and respect their neighbors. we can, if we are change this whole environment, then our student and teacher and community, the change of these topics, we can learn more human about teacher, because this is very important conversation. Mr. Samsudin Talukdar sir and Dr.
Sagarika.
Shaglika ma'am and other Margina and others educator, there are many importance conversation we learn. Thank
Nazmul,
you so much.
Nazmul, you are
Thank you
improving
so
your
much.
English very much. Thank you very much. Nazmul is trying to cope with the English, and as he's coming here, he is improving his English, and you know
Very
he
good.
is very
That's very nice.
curious teacher.
That's
He's
nice.
very,
That's very nice.
now he's doing a lot of work, but he failed to express himself, and I suggest him, whatever you want to say, you just start to say, the people will understand. You don't feel that the people will not understand, because people knew the English word. So never mind, you have to continue like this. Thank you,
Thank
Nazmul.
you so much, sir. I'm very day
Inspired.
by day increase my vocabulary, and next
Good.
time I will enrich my and communication and fluency to speak English.
That's good. That's
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you, Nazmul sir. Mariana, hello.
Hello, hello.
Mariana, are you there?
Yes,
Please,
yes, I'm
to
here.
summarize our program, end of the moment, just 1 minute.
Yes, yes, because I also have some meetings after 15 minutes. I am very glad to meet, to see all of you. And you see, one the good thing that happened in my life during this coronavirus pandemic, then we began to collaborate with people by Zoom. And even for example, 1 year ago, yes, I didn't know anyone. I collaborate only with my colleagues, friends, and students in my country. And you see, I'm very happy that during these 3-4 months I had a lot of friends from another countries, and even our day. And Mamtas, thank you especially for you for inviting me to this meeting. And I hope that next time we will meet also, and we will plan some another topics. And really, I'm very appreciate, and I'm very glad to see you all of you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariana. Dr. Sagarika, please summarize
Yes.
our program.
Yeah, just a quick ending to the lovely evening that we've had is that we really enjoyed to collaborate. And Mamtaz, I must say that your topics are very engaging and you are researching very well on the questions. Each question of yours is so relevant and pertinent that I'm really enjoying answering them and also listening from the co-participants. And I'm really happy to be on this platform, and I will always happy to be wherever you want me to be engaged. I'm happy to engage with you all. Thank you so much. Lovely. Namaste.
Thank you, Talukdar sir.
Okay,
Just 1 minute.
last but not least, Dr. Shagorika, if I invite you to make a one discussion on the topic that you will be the main speaker, you will just express what's the relation between the academic activity and sports.
Yeah,
So
sure.
if we can just make one, maybe two, maybe in STEAM, so maybe that program will be live, so the people will able to understand really we need a sports and other things.
Sure.
And that will be a very good program for us, because we want to make it aware everyone. And Marina, thank you very much. And first time I'm going to meet with you. You are really such a beautiful woman and teacher who is taking care a lot to her children. Maybe they're even in university. She is working in university, and even I'm wondering she is working in a primary level.
Lots to learn from her. Lots to learn from her.
Really, this is a very genius. Without geniusity, people might not do work in every places. That's really very wonderful. In one day, I will invite you to make a conversation like that in a STEAM. Okay, You just tell us how the children of your country learning in home and in school. Maybe one day, just
Perfect
make a
idea, why
little
not?
preparation.
I agree.
Am I clean? Am I
Yes, yes,
clean?
yes, perfect.
Okay,
Great
thank
idea.
you. And Mamotaz, you are really doing very great work. That is really, you are improving a lot. You are doing a lot of research, like Shagori makes you sharp. And it will allow you to make a lot of relation with a lot of items and other things. Maybe many people will tell you, many people will criticize you, you'll never be stopped. It will allow you to be a international. Thank you
Yes,
very
yes,
much, Mamotaz.
absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
See you later.
Now we should the end of the program. So I'm very grateful for your long time with me to help me make the program a success.
You know, Mamotaz, when the lecturer are very influential, they are giving a lot of new ideas, then the program might go for 2 hours, 3 hours, or 5 hours. But if it is a boring something, then it will stop within 5 minutes. And you are able to keep it in a way that every speaker is speaking newly with new items and new ideas. That's why your program is running for a long time. That's your credit.
And I'm available on Facebook by Sagrika Bhatia. You all can join me LinkedIn, Facebook, so that we can grow this community. This community can
Okay.
really grow very well.
Can you please put it in a chat box or something?
I'll put it on chat box. I'll put it on chat box. So
Okay,
this for everybody. You can join me on FB.
Yes,
FB, that is Sagarika.
yes, please.
So, you know, we can grow the community. We can grow the community
Right.
on FB. I'm Sagrika Bhatia. And even LinkedIn also I'm there. So let's grow the community.
Okay,
So
I have also.
you all can send me a request. You can send me a request. I'll tag you all.
Okay.
I've already tagged Marina. Marina, I've already done.
Yeah,
So
I've done.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. She's very fast as she is the PhD on ICT. Anyway, my Facebook is already been
so
blocked. Maybe I will just erase some of my friends, then I will make a request.
yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe we can make one important platform where where the new items we can just throw with some scientific way that people will able to equip with that. So we have to use some program in such a way that they will give them a time to think, will give them a time to reflect, and thereby what's the new ideas come out from their minds. You can just set some assignment for them, very technical.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do
I
that.
can message you in your Facebook.
Okay.
I
I'll do
cannot
that.
use Facebook because I have 5K friends.
Oh,
And
so
one
then you
I
can't
can
add.
start.
He is
Then
very popular. He's very popular in our country. You know.
You will have to delete somebody to add us.
Okay,
Okay, thank
it's
you.
all right. Momotaz,
Yes,
now
sir.
you can finish your
Yes, sir.
lecture and other
We
things.
should the program and we should end up the program. Just I have learned a lot from your long and valuable discussion, and I have tried to enrich myself. I hope the audience will also benefit from today's program and will use it successfully in their work life. I will try to strengthen our education system by capturing the content of your discussions and play a helpful role in the quality of education. Thanks again for being with me. I hope to get it from you in the future. I'm ending here by thanking everyone again. Thanks to everyone for joining us. I hope that I will be all of get to you in future time. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Maria, see
Thank
to
you.
you in next time. Shagorika, see to you next time. Nazul sir, Polar sir, everyone. Thank you.